we have the Assassins. They'll be matching up against the Behemoths. I'm Dan Stevens, and across from me is Peter O'Keefe. Okay, Peter, let's review the lineups in today's game.
Well, these two players are without compare. They are all pros in every way. They elevate the game to a whole new height. On the other side, not to be outdone, we have just as many stars. Steve Young and Bobby Mitchell get it done for the Assassins. With a QB and receiver pair such as these two guys, you can only hope to slow them down, but you can never stop them, especially with a supporting crew like the one they have.
Okay, Steve, let's do this.
The Behemoth will make the selection. What is the call?
We'll take heads.
It is tail.
We'll kick.
The Assassins have won the toss and select a kick.
Medina kicks off, and the game is underway. Parks fields its way back at the 9. Brought down at the 35.
Randall Parks was able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Behemoths will start the drive at their 35-yard line. Barber picks up about 2, and that brings up second down.
Barber stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Norton Jr. takes him down back at the 36.
Ken Norton Jr. targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd down. 9 yards to go. Brookshire makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Tom Brookshire knocked that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Brought down at the 28.
Bobby Mitchell got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Assassins will begin the drive at their own 28-yard line. Terry makes the catch on the right sideline and picks up 4 on the play.
Steve Young has obviously got the arm to get the job done in tight spaces.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down from the I. Munson gets the toss and runs into traffic. Eventually pushed out of bounds at the 44. First down.
Perry Carson finally pushed him out of bounds, but by then the damage was done. He'd given up a ton of yards on that play.
They can't pin him down on 2nd and long, and now it's 1st and 10.
Very disappointing execution by this defense.
Mitchell catches it left sideline and is at the 50, and he's stopped right there.
Bobby Mitchell had just one guy on him and makes the most of it. And he schooled that guy so bad, I can smell the chalk dust.
Young zips it to the left sideline, and it's complete at the 41, and he's stopped right there. Flag down on the play. Let's get the call.
Pass interference.
Leonard Simpson slapped around the receiver way too much on that play, and the ref let him know it with a flag for pass interference.
First down, 2 wideouts on the field. Coates puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
Kevin Lane never gave his assignment any wiggle room and was able to prevent a completion. It's all about blanket coverage, and that, my friends, was exactly what we saw back there.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Young throws a heater, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Jeff Brown came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That'll give us a third down, and the defense was ready for that call.
Well played and a good job of not giving up the short pass.
Strong gets a piece of this one, but that's all. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Sean Strong broke, and the ball was almost there. Just a couple inches short, or that would have been a completion.
Third and long. They have a chance, but it's incomplete.
Those are the situations where you want someone to step up and make a play.
But no one did, and it will now be fourth down. Mazza gets ready to punt it away. Mazza gets the ball and punts it away. Let the punt bounce for a touchback.
Jason Mazza saw his kick go squarely on him for a touchback. Tough luck.
The Behemoths stalled early last drive. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line. Barber will get the carry on first down and will gain close to 6. Jacobs picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up third down.
Jacobs had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. Third down with a split backfield. Turner sacks him back at the 23. That will bring up fourth down.
Craig Turner set this offense back a few with that sack. If there's such a thing as anti-momentum, they're feeling it.
Peter forced a loss of yardage on third, and now they face a fourth and long. How do you rate that defensive performance?
How about A+? 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. It's all good, baby.
Stopped at the 43.
Bobby Mitchell got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Assassins had their last drive stall at the tail end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their 43-yard line. Strong hauls in the pass and tries to get free. Pushed out at the 43.
Steve Young played the pass perfectly, zeroing in on his man despite the coverage. You know, it's all about accuracy in that situation.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Muncie takes it off the toss and runs into traffic. Number 72 penetrates and makes the stop at the 39. Not enough. He's short of the markers. That will bring up fourth down.
Morris Green shut down the ball carrier just before he got to the markers. A good game, but not good enough.
They gave up some yardage there, but managed to keep them from converting.
And that's the magic word here. I think the defense won this round.
Fourth down coming up. Brought down at the 17.
Morris Green didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Behemoths have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive that starts at their own 17-yard line. Fumble picks up 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Jacobs carries it past scrimmage and heads upfield. Brought down hard at the 38. Jacobs gets the call again and heads out right. Second down, 2 tight ends in the game. Bob tackles him for a short loss. Jacobs takes it off the toss and runs into traffic. Cracks him down for a loss at the 43. Fourth down coming up.
Kevin Wilson got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
Good defense that's forced 2 losses in a row. Bauman
Lines up for the punt.
Bauman
Takes the long snap and punts it away.
dragged down at the 25.
Bobby Mitchell.
Didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Assassins will begin the drive at their own 25-yard line. It looks like we have an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Trevor Lynch had some bad luck here. Unfortunately, I know what that feels like. It is not fun.
Young unloads this one to the left, and it falls incomplete.
David Terry gained some separation off the line, but couldn't make the catch a few yards downfield. Incomplete.
That's a good example of how he's not yet reached his full potential.
First drop pass of the game for him, and his quarterback hopes it's his last.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
David Terry ran an outside route, but couldn't make a play to haul in that fling.
Peter, in 3rd down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, 3rd is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Mazza
Gets the snap and punts it away.
Green
Makes a fair catch at the 39.
The Behemoths haven't gotten much out of their offense recently and are looking to get back on track here. This drive begins at their 40-yard line. Barber takes his 4th carry of the game and gets just past the line, but not by much before being brought down. Jacobs will get stopped at the line, and that brings up 3rd down.
William Perry got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. 3rd down and 4 wideouts in the game. Toomer catches the heater left sideline, and he will be short of the markers. It'll be 4th down.
Toomer got out of bounds after getting some yardage, but you can tell that it wasn't as much as he wanted.
They get some yards out of that play, but they are short.
Yeah, didn't get quite the punch they wanted to.
Bauman
Gets ready to punt it away.
Bauman
Gets the snap and punts it away.
tackled at the 21.
Bobby Mitchell
Didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Assassins have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive that starts at their own 21-yard line. Muncie gets the toss and runs into traffic. Smith tackles him for a short loss.
Charlie Smith got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up 2nd down. Young zings it to the right side, and it's intercepted. Brought down at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal.
Kevin Lane made an incredible interception back there. He was in single zone coverage and read that play from the get-go.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
Barber barrels off his left guard at the head's left. Touchdown!
Barber got some big yardage off that hurdle. Sometimes you have to go vertical to keep from going horizontal.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have, Dan. So far, he's got 23 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the point after, and it's good. Brown
Sends it downfield.
Mitchell
Fields the kickoff at the 7.
brought down the 34.
Bobby Mitchell got a very respectable return off that nice kickoff there, Dan.
The Assassins are on the field, and they have not produced well at all. They're looking for an answer as they start this drive at their 34-yard line. Muncy gets the toss and runs into traffic. Finally popped out of bounds at the 41.
Chuck Muncy stayed with his blockers on that last one, and it paid off big time. You know, Dan, it's always good to have a wingman or two.
Nice run, Peter, and he's putting together some very nice stats.
Definitely. Up to now, he's got 32 yards on 4 carries.
Saxon back at the 45.
Hauled down the quarterback for the loss of a little yardage and a lot of momentum.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
Second and long ahead. Young fires this one over the middle, and it's complete at the 41, and he's stopped right there.
Daniel Lalou faced single coverage there and was able to get by it for the reception. That's how you draw it up.
Mitchell pulls down the lob, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Steve Young played this pass in beautifully, rendering the defense irrelevant. When you can make accurate throws like that, the whole field starts to open up for you.
Great pass, Peter, and he's having a terrific day so far.
You bet. So far, he's got 53 yards and 1 interception.
Young makes the pass, and he connects for a pickup of 4 on the play. Second down with the tight end right, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Behemoths are out in front, 7-0. Second down from the I. Mitchell catches the bullet out left, and that will be a gain of 3 yards.
Bobby Mitchell had a defender closing in, but was still able to haul that one in. Great execution.
He explodes out of the gate with a number of catches. This guy, well, he's just a consistently good player.
Absolutely, Dan. Really impressive communication with his quarterback.
Young dumps this one off, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Steve Young has obviously got the arm to get the job done in tight spaces.
Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far, he's got 65 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the point after, and it's good. Medina boots it away. Parks fields it way back at the 9. Stopped at the 27.
Randall Parks got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put Munch on the run back.
The Behemoths bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. Barber loses 1 on the play, and that brings up 2nd down. Barber gets the call on 2nd down and will lose about a yard here. Number 89 makes the catch out to the left, and he's well short of the markers. That will bring up 4th down.
Chuck Noll
Shut down the ball carrier just before he got to the markers. A good game, but not good enough.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. Bauman lines up the punt after the 3 and out. Bauman gets the ball and punts it away. Dragged down at the 37.
Bobby Mitchell got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Assassins got into the end zone last time they had it, and they're looking to do it again. They'll start at their 37-yard line. Muncy chews up 4 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. 2nd down, 3 wideouts in the game. Eventually slides down at the 48. That will bring up 1st down. Watson snags the dart right sideline, and that's good for 6.
Isaac Watson.
Must have been pretty lonely out there on his own, but the quarterback got him the ball to cheer him up a little bit. You know, a gift basket, if you will.
They move the ball, and it will be 2nd down. Young just rifles this one, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Steve Young.
Apparently thought those 2 defenders patrolling the zone were doing something else, like looking for a contact lens or something. Boy, he's lucky it was just an incomplete pass.
If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter 3rd down play, but not much.
Not a lot of potential on that call.
Muncie will get the handoff and searches for a hole. Popped hard at the 41. Blakely with the tackle. It'll be 4th down. Mazza
Gets ready to punt it away.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm going to block the punt.
Mazza
Gets the ball and punts it away.
The Behemoths find themselves in dangerous territory and will start this one way back at their own 3-yard line. Barber takes it for his 8th carry and heads upfield, brought down at the 7. 2nd down, 1 man back. Jacobs picks up 6 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Jacobs stayed with his blockers on that last one, and it paid off big time. You know, Dan, it's always good to have a wingman or 2.
A decent play, and they'll now face 3rd and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make 3rd down easier, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Barber gets the toss and runs into traffic. Tackled at the 15. Jacobs will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Chuck Noll got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Norton Jr.
Brings him down behind the line at the 12.
Ken Norton Jr. got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
Another good stop by the defense, and that will be 2 losses in a row. Sims throws this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Rodney McQuarters anticipated the trajectory of that pass and stuck his hand in at the last moment. Great play.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
It sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Mitchell
Makes a fair catch at the 44.
The Assassins have a short field and are starting this drive at the 43-yard line. Young zips it to the left sideline, and the reception's made at the 39, and he's stopped right there.
Bobby Mitchell.
Must have been pretty lonely out there on his own, but the quarterback got him the ball to cheer him up a little bit. You know, a gift basket, if you will.
This guy can really twist up the coverage in that short area.
Right, Dan. Those quick routes have been open for him all day. Obviously, that's what the defense wants to give him.
Muncie goes right up the middle and chews up about 4 on the play. Bell will get the carry on 3rd down and heads out right. Tackled at the 25. First down with a split backfield. Mitchell catches it left sideline and is at the 5. Touchdown!
Bobby Mitchell showed great drive on that play, making both a catch and a nice run afterwards.
This guy has earned his team big points today. That's why he's such a key player.
Yeah, he knows how to make himself available in that part of the field, scoring his 2nd touchdown of this contest.
Here's the point after, and good.
Medina kicks it away. Parks fields the kickoff at the 5.
Stop at the 27.
Randall Parks received that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Behemoths had their last drive stalled at the tail end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 27-yard line. Marvin cruises out to the left side and passes the line, brought down at the 30.
Barber high-stepped it over the opposition and got the yards.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Jacobs picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up third down. Barber gets the handoff and heads left. Stop at the 35. Tatum with the tackle. It'll be fourth down.
Jack Tatum made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
That's his third tackle of the game.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming.
Bauman
Gets the snap and punts it away.
tackled at the 34.
Bobby Mitchell
Didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Assassins will start a drive with the lead for the first time this game. Will begin at their 34-yard line. Young airs this one to the left sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Leonard Simpson
Knocked that pass down. Man, he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
A nice throw down the field, but the defense plays it perfectly.
great coverage downfield that time.
Carson puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
Sean Strong ran his route inside, looked back for the ball, but could not reel it in.
Those mid-range passes are not working out for them so far. Peter, what's different in that range?
Well, the coverage and their reaction time. The D is beating them to the punch right here.
Young throws a bullet, and the reception's made at the 39. Finally gets out of bounds at the 45. First down. Muncy makes the catch on the right sideline and picks up 4 on the play.
Chuck Muncy
Knew the yardage fairy wasn't going to move the football for him, so he powered ahead for more after making the catch. Love to see that kind of effort.
He just couldn't get cranked up coming out of the tunnel, waiting until the second quarter to make his first catch.
And you know, that's a big confidence builder, Dan. Now he should be able to settle into his game and contribute.
Young throws a bullet to the flat, and the catch is made for a gain of a couple. Third down, 3 yards to go. Green tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Morris Green came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That was the 4th time they've swatted the ball out of the air, and the offense is looking frustrated.
The D is showing excellent fundamentals right here.
Mazza
Takes the snap and punts it away. Let the punt bounce for a touchdown.
Jason Mazza
Saw his kick go squirrely on him for a touchback. Tough luck.
The Behemoths comes out and has an opportunity to tie it before the break. They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Hauls him down in the backfield, and the clock continues to run.
William Perry read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
That will be his 4th tackle so far. What do you think of his performance, Peter?
Solid game, Dan. Really carrying a sizable weight out there.
Sims fires this one over the middle, and he's hit as he throws, incomplete.
Sims took a shot back there, which is why that pass went nowhere.
That may be a bigger incompletion than it looks.
You're right, Dan. A shorter third down is an easier third down.
Instead, they will stay put and have to take another shot. Figueroa catches it in the flat and tries to get free, and he's stopped right there. We have a flag on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Roughing the passer, number 52, defense.
Ainsley Compton slammed the quarterback on that play after he released the pass. Hello? You can't do that. That's roughing the passer.
Barber has his number called on first down and heads wide right. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Barber gets the call again and barely picks up the first down. Sims floats this one out to the right sidelines, and the big catch is made with daylight in front of him. Touchdown!
Randall Parks.
Fought for a whole lot more after the catch back there. Great run.
That touchdown will cut it close, Peter.
That was a big play. Way to stay in the game.
Now the point after, and it's good. Brown kicks it off. Mitchell catches it back at the 10. Tackled at the 29.
Bobby Mitchell
Got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put much on the run back.
The Assassins could take the lead going into the locker room as their offense will start at their own 29-yard line. Muncy takes this one way out left and barely gets past the line of scrimmage for a negligible gain on the play.
Chuck Muncy used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were hoping for more.
Young throws a heater. The Assassins want to talk it over, and they take their first timeout. First down from the shotgun. So that'll bring the first half of football to a close as the clubs head to the locker room all tied.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports halftime show?
Now a look at our halftime comparison, and as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Assassins should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang in there with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Number 27 would find an opening here, and he was off. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. The Assassins ended the first quarter. Lane would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Towards the end of the first quarter, number 21 was able to make things pay off on the ground. They get the first score and go up by 7. The Assassins still late in the first. Muncy is going to bounce this one to the outside, and look at the execution up front. And he's in the clear. A 25-yard play that set up a home team touchdown. Game tied 7-all. Mitchell found a soft spot in the defense, and it worked to his advantage. A 25-yard touchdown for the home team. Answering right back, Parks was definitely a key player as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. A 53-yard touchdown for the visitors. Coming up on the end of the half, game tied, 14-all. Young connected with his man on this one, and that's where we'll have to leave this one. The Assassins are keeping it evened up. We're tied 14-all.
Nice job, Dan.
The Assassins get the ball first to start the second half, and they will have a chance to break the deadlock. It's all tied up here. Let's go down to the field. Brown
Boots the second half kickoff away.
Mitchell
Fields the second half kickoff at the 7.
hammered down at the 30.
Bobby Mitchell was able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Assassins will begin the drive at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Muncy carries it for the 9th time and gains about 3 yards. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Down. Sit. Counter. Hyena. Red. 45. Hyena.
Eventually slides down at the 44.
Steve Young decided at the last moment to scramble back there, and it worked out.
Muncy gets the handoff and picks up a couple.
Chuck Muncy didn't get very far on that last play, and he even had the help of some blocking. I guess the defense had their number.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Listen up. Go 26.
Young throws a big and it's caught at the 34. Touchdown.
Bobby Mitchell had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
Fantastic. He's a one-man highlight reel. Yet another touchdown for him today.
I'm telling you what, Dan, the D has got to adjust, or they might as well just load up the bus and head home early.
Now the point after, and it's good. Medina kicks it off. Parks fields the kickoff at the 11. Dragged down at the 30.
Randall Parks made a mediocre kick a little more mediocre with a decent run back there.
The Behemoths take the field and will start out at their own 30-yard line. Second down with the tight end right.
Down. Sit. What's the pass?
Barber gets the call on second down and picks up the first down.
Barber got yards by staying so close to his blockers. I think they were sharing each other's aftershave.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
Great execution.
Jacobs catches it in the flat and is at the 50. Finally stopped at the 45. That will bring up first down.
Jacobs made an excellent grab back there and then tacked a few more on. Great effort.
He did a good took off with it.
Yeah, he's not running any tricky plays. He can pick up the extra yardage when he needs to.
Barber punches this one left of center and gets past the line. Brought down at the 43. Second down, 2 tight ends in the game.
About to lock you up. Single back.
Norton Jr. tackles in for a short loss.
Ken Norton Jr. read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
That will be his 4th tackle of the contest.
You don't get nowhere. Listen up.
Sims throws a heater right sideline, and the completion is made. Short of the markers, however. That will bring up 4th down.
Antoine Albright
ran out of bounds there, well short of where he wanted to go.
They get some yards out of that play, but they are short.
Yeah, didn't get quite the punch they wanted to.
Bauman takes the long snap and punts it away. Let the punt bounce for a touchback.
Terry Bauman saw his kick go squirrely on him for a touchback. Tough luck.
The Assassins got into the end zone last time they had it, and they're looking to do it again. They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Leopard. Weak back.
Muncie picked up about 7, and that brings up second down.
Chuck Muncie
Took advantage of some really good blocking there on that last run. When you get the initial surge like that, good things happen, especially in the ground game.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Bell carries it off the toss and passes the line. Tackled at the 32.
Down. Sit. Switch. Black. 22. Switch. Black.
Young airs this one to the left sideline, and it's caught at the 46. Finally stopped at the 40. First down.
Bobby Mitchell had a defender closing in, but was still able to haul that one in. Great execution.
Nice catch, Peter, and his stats reflect that.
Definitely, Dan. He's now got 176 yards on 10 catches.
Muncie gets the call on first down and gains about 3 yards.
Down. Sit.
Young hustles it out left side, and it's caught despite a wicked hit to try and jar the ball loose.
Bobby Mitchell took on 3 defenders and still came away with the football. Insane.
Right there, he was able to make a good grab and pick up a couple of yards.
That's the kind of play that can put a lot of pressure on a defense. They tried to stop him, but just couldn't get it done.
This one will fall incomplete.
Daniel Lally
Had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
That's a good example of how he's not yet reached his full potential.
first drop pass of the game for him, and his quarterback hopes it's his last.
Young throws a bullet to the flat, and Taylor gets the sack at the 29. It'll be fourth down.
Taylor
Move this offense back a few with a great sack in the backfield. You know, that was a great call.
That'll be his first sack of the game. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Medina boots it from 46 yards out, and it's good!
Mark Medina
Kicked a nice smooth one for 3 points. Not a gimme, but no record breaker either.
Medina boots it away. Parks hauls it in at the 11.
Tackled at the 30.
Randall Parks
Got a few yards off the run back there. Add that to the somewhat shallow kick, and that's a pretty good job by the special teams.
The Behemoths must feel like they need to score this timeout. This drive will start at their own 30-yard line. Barber chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Jacobs dodges this one way out right and chews up about 4 on the play. Third down, just a single receiver on the field. Barber chews up 4 yards, and they convert the third down.
Barber played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
A big gain on third, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble in getting the first.
Barber takes it across the line and chews up about 4 on the play. Jacobs picks up about 2, and that will bring up third down.
Jacobs used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. Third down, 4 yards to go. Number 89 hauls it in right side, and they convert on third down.
Sims laid this pass in beautifully, rendering the defense irrelevant. When you can make accurate throws like that, the whole field starts to open up for you.
What a pass, and he is generating some great numbers.
Absolutely, Dan. So far, he's got 91 yards and 1 touchdown.
Barber has his number called on first down and moves forward for 7. Is at the 25, brought down hard at the 23.
Barber fought for every yard he could there, and he set it all up with a nice juke move. It's all about catching the D off guard.
Nice run, Peter, and he's putting together some very nice steps.
Definitely. Up to now, he's got 83 yards on 22 carries.
Jacobs gets the toss and moves forward for 7. Springs takes him down back at the 19.
Terrell Springs targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his 4th tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making them think twice before going this direction.
Johnson gets the sack way back at the 25. It'll be 4th down.
Eamon Johnson
Move this offense back a few with a great sack in the backfield. You know, that was a great call.
Peter, they push them back, and with every yard, they make it much harder to make the field goal.
Absolutely. If you don't believe it, just ask a kicker how big 5 yards can be.
He knocks it through the uprights.
Derek Brown
Nailed it for 3 points. Just another day at the office for him.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Assassins are out in front, 24-17. Brown
Kicks it away.
Mitchell
Catches it back at the 10.
tackled at the 31.
Bobby Mitchell
Was able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Assassins came away with 3 last time out and are looking for more. They'll start this drive at their 31-yard line. Terry gets a piece of this one, but that's all. Incomplete.
David Terry
Got some of the football there, but he didn't catch all of it. What he really needed was a few more inches of arm back there.
3rd drop of the game for him, Peter. And look, the coach looks absolutely frustrated.
Oh, yeah, Dan. Mistakes can kill what you're trying to accomplish on offense. No doubt about it.
2nd down, both wideouts to the right. Young fires this one over the middle, and he hits his man for a pickup of 9.
Steve Young has a knack for sticking square pegs through round holes when it comes to completing a tough pass.
He's been on point with the short pass so far, Dan. That pattern's worked so well, we're probably going to see it over and over again.
Well, why not, Peter? His receivers are open and making grabs, and nobody has really stopped him from doing it. Muncie takes it off the toss and can't convert the 3rd down. That will bring up 4th
Oh, yeah,
down.
Bunner. I'm
Mazza
coming. I'm
Lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Mazza
Gets the snap and punts it away.
hammered down at the 19.
Morris Green got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Behemoths will start the drive at their own 19-yard line. Sims got hit as he threw that one, and that will be an incomplete pass.
Sims got some big pressure back there, and that affected the throw.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up 2nd down. Sims throws this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete. A flag is thrown on the play. Let's see what it is.
Pass interference.
Terrell Springs slapped around the receiver way too much on that play, and the ref let him know it with a flag for pass interference.
the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
Randall Parks is showing signs of frustration, Dan, and the defensive players are talking in his ear.
Second down and 4 wideouts in the game.
They're going there. They're going there. I see pass.
Sims throws a heater, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Torrey Bailey read that one right out of the receiver's break and denied it.
That was the 4th time they've swatted the ball out of the air, and the offense is looking frustrated.
The D is showing excellent fundamentals right here.
Parks grabs the fastball over the middle and holds on despite a huge hit there. They are still short of the first down, though. That will bring up 4th down. Bauman
Gets ready to punt it away.
Oh, here I come, kicker. Here I come. Here I come.
Bauman
Takes the long snap and punts it away.
breaks the tackle, stopped at the 38.
Bobby Mitchell got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Assassins stalled early last drive. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll start at their 38-yard line. Muncy gains 3 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. Young fires this one over the middle, and he connects for a pickup of 4 on the play.
David Terry made an incredible move and catch against double coverage, Dan. You know, if I'm the coach, I just keep finding ways to get him the ball.
It's about time. 3 incompletions in a row before they finally connect.
Perseverance can be both a blessing and a curse. They finally got that one to him, but boy, did it take some effort.
Muncy gets the call on 3rd down and gets well past the markers for a first. First down, tight end to the left. Bell will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Taylor got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. Levin brings down the lob left side, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Daniel Waleed easily outclassed his defender on that catch, and he had that play all the way.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator. Chuck Muncy was assisted on that play by some great blocking to open up holes for him. Without those blockers, he would have been toast.
2nd down, 2 receivers to the left. Bell gets the toss and gets past the line. Touchdown!
Greg Bell can thank his blockers for that last play. If it wasn't for them, that play would have tanked.
That touchdown is going to establish some distance between them, Peter.
That's a big score.
Now the point after, and it's good. Medina
Boots it away.
Parks
Fields the kickoff at the 8.
tackled hard at the 27.
Randall Parks
Tried to run it out, but the defense preferred that he stayed put, and they made their case pretty forcefully there.
The Behemoths had a 3-and-out last time, so let's see if they can get something going as they start here at their own 27-yard line. Barber takes it for his 23rd carry and searches for a hole, tackled at the 29.
Barber stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were looking for more.
Jacobs catches it in the flat and tries to get free. Forced out at the 31.
Sims
Made a nice throw there. Got it right past the defender. Dan, I'm seeing a lot of short throws, but overall, there's really not much to show for it.
Good catch, solid throw, but the ball just isn't moving far enough to make a difference. Sims zings it to the right side, and it falls incomplete.
Eric Farmer looked like he was all over that one, but it just got away somehow. Tough incompletion.
He just flat out lost control of the football.
The catch in the rock is definitely not his specialty.
Bauman
Lines up the punt after the 3 and out.
Bauman
Gets the snap and punts it away.
Mitchell
Fields the punt at the 36.
tackled at the 40.
Bobby Mitchell
Fielded the ball, and although he was dropped pretty quickly, that terrible kick gives him some good field position.
The Assassins got into the end zone last time they had it, and they're looking to do it again. They'll start at the 40-yard line. Muncy loses 2, and that will bring up second down.
Harry Carson got a great jump on the play and brings the ball carrier down for a loss in the backfield. Nice defensive stop.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 5 tackles.
Lally catches it over the middle, and the ball's loose. Brought down at the 47.
Charlie Smith does not.
The Assassins are challenging whether the players have possession prior to the fumble.
Well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I'd
After
call it an
review,
incompletion
the receiver
and
did have
overturn it.
possession. It is therefore ruled a fumble. The Assassins will not be charged with a timeout. Third down.
Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Tackled at the 47. Taylor will be credited with the tackle. Fourth down coming up.
Taylor tackled him so close to the first he can probably taste it, along with the dirt and grass he's trying to spit out.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
Oh, yeah,
Mazza
brother. I'm coming.
Lines up for the punt.
Mazza
Takes the snap and punts it away.
jukes. Tackled at the 20.
Morris Green got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Behemoths have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive that starts at their own 20-yard line. Barber carries it for the 24th time and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Marte Cleland
Fumbled, but was able to keep the mistake from becoming a debacle by snatching it back. Still, they're not giving the impression of a smoothly humming offense.
Second down, 2 tight ends in the game. Jacobs will get stopped at the line, and that brings up third down. Johnson
Gets the sack at the 16.
fourth down coming up.
The Assassins took him down with only a 3-man rush. The protection there was just weak at best.
They pushed them back even farther, and Peter, could this fourth down get any longer?
Well, theoretically, yeah, but it's plenty long enough already.
Sims throws a heater right sideline, and he connects at the 19, and he's stopped right there. Flag down on the play. Let's get the call.
Late hit, number 27, defense, 15-yard penalty. First down.
Torrey Bailey hit the guy well after the whistle blew on that last play, Dan. That's unnecessary roughness, and his coach better come down hard on him.
The Assassins take the field, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop? We'll find out as they start this drive at the 33-yard line. Muncy carries this off his left tackle and picks up a couple.
Chuck Muncy stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not much available as far as closing the gap, Peter.
Absolutely right. They still have a long way to go.
Bell gets the handoff and takes it upfield, brought down at the 22.
Greg Bell was assisted on that play by some great blocking that opened up holes for him. Without those blockers, he would have been toast.
They get something out of that play, but not nearly enough. Third and very long ahead.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, Dan, what getting in a hole on the first 2 downs can do to a team.
Hauls him down in the backfield, and that takes them even farther away from the markers.
Fourth down coming up.
Kevin Lane targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That play ends up short of the line of scrimmage, and they now face a fourth and very, very long.
Great defense.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Medina kicks from 39 yards out, and
He knocks it through the uprights.
Mark Medina
Kicked a nice smooth one for 3 points. Not a gimme, but no record breaker either.
Medina kicks it away. Parks fields it way back at the 7.
brought down at the 27.
Randall Parks
Tried to run it out, but the defense preferred that he stayed put, and they made their case pretty forcefully there.
The Behemoths start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:55. Second down, and the clock is now at 1:49. Albright makes the nice catch, and the clock continues to wind down. The Behemoths take their first time out.
Ainsley Compton forced the offense back a few yards with a terrific sack in the backfield.
That's number 4 on the game for this defense. They've made their presence felt.
Yes, they have, Dan.
Fourth down, and they're going for it. Makes a tough catch, and they somehow get the first off a big 4th and long. Sims throws this on a rope, and it's caught at the 47, tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Intercepted, tackled at the 28.
Ainsley Compton totally outshines the offense mentally and physically on this play. Watch.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
Takes a knee, and the clock will tick down. Mazza
Lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Let's block the punt. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
Mazza
Gets the ball and punts it away.
Green
Fields the punt at the 38.
With that, let's look back at some of the plays that made the difference in this one. So, the ball game is over. Let's take a quick look back at how it went with our post-game show. Let's get started in this one early in the 3rd quarter. Mitchell came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. A 54-yard touchdown for the home team. After driving 51 yards on 8 plays, Medina would get the call for the lengthy field goal attempt, and he would, in fact, deliver. The Assassins connect on the field goal. Trying to answer back, the Behemoths losing by 10. Brown would come on and connect on the field goal try. They climb back into the game, now down by 7. The Assassins come right back. Bell would let his big old offensive line pave the way on this one. A 15-yard touchdown for the home team. The Assassins leading 31-17. After driving 11 yards on 3 plays, Medina comes on for the field goal try. Good spot, and this one is right through, no sweat. A 25-yard field goal. The Assassins have opened it up and now lead by 17. The Behemoths, late in the fourth quarter, all at the 44. Compton shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. And that will do it. The Assassins come away with a win, 34-17. Let's wrap it up by congratulating our 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Bobby Mitchell left no doubt as to why he's one of the greats. He was the focus of the offense in this one, making big catch after big catch on his way to some big numbers. When a receiver asserts himself like that, it doesn't go unnoticed.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.